talk about reasons for getting clean. What drew you to take the step into withdrawal and go through the battle? What made you decide? Now, when I talk on the phone or text messages or emails and people start to explain to me, I mean, I have my general questions, which I've explained to you guys many times on these videos. But what is most interesting to me is two questions. All right, it's good to know what you've been taking, how long you've been taking, and how much per day. But have you ever been through withdrawal? Have you ever been clean? Okay, and why do you want to get clean now? What about today is different that you want to go through this battle and face your demons and fight like hell? Why today? Okay, and this question opens up a whole load of emotions and reasons. And I'll tell you what, I've heard every reason you could possibly think of, okay, over the years. And it's interesting. It's the number one thing that I always hear is that it's the saying in NA. And A is, you know, you're sick and tired of being sick and tired. And anyone who's abused opiates for any period of time, you obviously become dependent or addicted to it. But the lifestyle, the whole of your whole life, everything about your life revolves around getting that substance into your body. Because if you don't, you're worth shit. Okay? And that's physical, emotionally, everything. So the whole lifestyle, I mean, it's so tiring to rely on something as your fuel. I mean, it is just as important as oxygen. And people that have never experienced it would never understand that. If you do not have this substance in you, you're worthless. Now, so you're tired of being sick. You're tired of the lifestyle. You're tired of the manipulations. You're tired of running around and worrying and the stress, and all of it just stacks up on your shoulders. I mean, it gets to a point where you don't even know if you are lying or telling the truth, because everything is all mixed. All right? The lies are catching up to you, and it's hard to backpedal, talk your way out of things. And believe me, when I was in it, I was the best salesman to ever walk this planet. And I'm sure you all say the same things about yourselves. I could get out of anything, okay? Until the pile of crap that I built for my life finally caught up to me, and it was just too much for me to talk my way out of. And, you know, it's a blessing in disguise when that happens. Now, another reason that's really big is when you look at your life as a whole, and you look at what you've accomplished in your life, what's going on in your life right now. Now, this isn't going to relate to everyone, because there are plenty of people that I talk to that are very, very successful people that are addicted or dependent. Okay, they're heads of companies, they're making tons of money, but they're not happy. Okay, because they're stuck on this stuff. But one of the main reasons is that people feel like they're going absolutely nowhere. All right, so they're in this robotic state where they wake up, they take their drug, they go to work, they do their thing, they come home, and there's no substance to anything. There's no emotion. It's just going through the motions and making sure that you have what you need in order to wake up tomorrow and be productive at work, or be able to take care of your kids and things like that. But there is no emotional side to you. Your inside, your soul, and everything's gone. There's no true happiness. You're not able to interact with people and be able to have a connection with other humans, because you don't have that to give. That part of you is empty. And you know what I'm talking about. And when you are in that state and you look around and you see people progressing, they're having children, they're going off and, you know, moving up in their companies, they're going on vacation. I mean, how many people that are addicted to drugs go on vacations, leave the country and go somewhere exotic? You can't, because you need your drug, unless you're going to carry on some drugs on the plane, which is stupid, but there are people that do it. But for the most part, you're not going to be able to really live because the handcuffs are so tight. And as time goes on, those handcuffs get tighter and tighter, and the leash you're on gets smaller and smaller because the amount your tolerance goes up, the amount of time in between dosages, it gets slimmer. So you're constantly attached to this thing, and every aspect of your life revolves around it. So those points right there are some of the main ones. But I was talking to an individual yesterday, and what he said to me, it wasn't like maybe the first time I've heard it, but the way he said it and the emotions he was sharing, it like threw me back, because now I'm a parent and everything's different. And back when I was using, I was on my own and I didn't have anybody to really take care of. And what he was saying was his kids, his biggest fear, and let me get to it this way, his biggest fear, and what was the final straw for him to get clean, was that he had a vision that his youngest daughter, who I believe is in between 2 and 3, so she's able to walk, got out of bed and came into the room and was the one to find him unresponsive. So he put an image in my head of like a child going and trying to wake up their father or mother, because it's morning and it's like, it's the happiest time in the world for little kids, and going up and shaking the parent, and the parents, they're gone. And how traumatic that would be for your child. It would have a major impact on them, even though they're young, a major impact on their entire life. And I was sitting there on the phone with this guy, and I'm thinking, like, I couldn't imagine my son coming in and trying to wake up me, because I know he's like, he won the lottery every morning when he wakes up. He's so happy he's running all over the house. His daddy, daddy, daddy. It's probably the most entertaining time of the whole day. And for him to come in and me not be there and try to wake me up, and the hysteria that would follow, and the screaming, and my wife, and I'm just picturing that whole thing. I mean, I want you to do that if you have kids. Think about that. Because you don't want to do that to your kids. And I know plenty of people who have lost their battle, and their kids have found them. And I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine. I mean, you're not there to comfort them, you're gone. And you are gone. You're never coming back. And your child has to live without you. So think about that. Sorry to end it so grim, but that's the reality. If you'd like to share your story, you can email me at ryan@compsupport.com. In the subject line, put YouTube story and my story. Let me know if you want to use your first or last name or stay anonymous. Continue watching, leave some comments, and check out some more videos. Thanks.